The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose.
What's happening? Get this mic set up a little bit more right. And let me check a thing or two before we launch up into our discussion for today. I saw this weekend. I said, you know what? We need to discuss this. This looks like it'd be awesome to discuss. It's the kind of behind the scenes of how Power Rangers was done. Give me one. I guess was done is is what to say now, because Power Rangers is currently canceled. They're supposed to do a reboot, and they just announced a week or two ago that they're going a different direction with it, but intend to do something with it. So currently there is no live Power Rangers, but there's supposed to be more in the future. Currently, I actually think Power Rangers does better job of listening to their fans and respecting them than Star Wars or Marvel. And there's freaking proof of it. To be honest, I think they handle their female actresses better, with better actresses, than definitely Star Wars. What in the world is... I saw that daggum video where that lead actress from The Acolyte was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put a hate thing out on my haters." It's like, people been hating on the show. They haven't been hating on you, but you flail around like a chicken, you gonna get some hate, especially when they're trying to trash talk people. But let's take a look at some people who actually give a crap about their fans. I'm actually kind of interested because this lady here has actually done a very good job, I personally think, on and I apologize if y'all hear Bluey in the background. Keep turning it down. Quit turning it back up or I'm going to cut it off, bud. and don't turn it back up. Well, go watch it in the other room for a minute, buddy. My son wants to watch Bluey. About the only clean thing on Disney Plus I had. Anyway, let me make sure I'm not like peeking or anything. Where am I at? Oh yeah. Let's drop that down just a bit. Okay. And I'm still peeking. All right. I got that thing right in my face, and it's definitely not enjoying that. Okay. No, I did not. You've been watching too much Bluey. That's about the only thing downside about Bluey is a lot of fart jokes. Whatever. No, I did not. I promise I did not. You're gonna quit watching Bluey if you're gonna be having those discussions while I got an open mic. Anyway, everything I've seen on this actress, I've not ever seen her attack any of her fans, and that's a good thing. And for anybody who doesn't know, this is your real first Red Ranger, who is a girl. She spent 2 seasons as the Pink Ranger, and then they actually had a story reason that I thought they pulled off pretty decent, especially for a short season, to actually make her the Red Ranger. Yeah, they went out with the female Red Ranger in the last season before it ended. I actually thought Cosmic Fury was pretty good. Brought back Lord Zed, teased Zordon's return, all that stuff, and then nothing. Thank you, Hasbro. Y'all build up stuff and then drop everything off a cliff. Oh, well. Let's see what... this looks like an interesting video I saw, and I want to take a look and discuss it, review it, and give my thoughts and opinions. So, yeah. Let's do that right now. Let me share it out on X before we get going, though. See here. Go grab the video. I'm gonna pull it from YouTube this time. I'd like to boost my YouTube channel more. That's where I started originally, and that's where I want to be. Quit talking like that, or you're going elsewhere and getting a spanking. Yes. All right. Let's get this video started. I'm sorry, I'm sitting there arguing with my son, wanting to talk. He one more bad comment, and he's gonna have to get a little discipline and maybe time out. I don't know. You want daddy? I love you. Whoa! And I have my computer on a cart next to me with a lot of controls and stuff, and he just tried to shove that. You want to mean old daddy, don't you? I got a ghost here. All right, let's watch this.
I'm the Dino Fury Pink Ranger and the Cosmic Fury Red Ranger.
That is a heck of a morph.
And I'm like, oh wait, I don't even know if I noticed that.
Welcome to Behind the Power. Our host, Rich Chick.
What is it? I'm sorry. All right, let's I'm not familiar with this channel. This popped up. Somebody shared this video out, and I thought it was really cool. So I was like,
Takes us down memory lane by breaking down early morphing scenes from Power Rangers, which were surprisingly much shorter.
We have really long morphs, yeah.
And to celebrate our premiere episode, the more phenomenal Hunter Dino will
This is
share
a
some
premiere.
never
This is a premiere episode. Okay, well, that's maybe why I haven't heard of this before.
before seen production footage and share stories behind her favorite scenes.
Do you want another one? And I said, just one more, just one more.
We're going to be
let's
talking
see.
about morphs today. So we're going to compare morphs that
I've actually interacted with her on Twitter, and she's actually pretty good with the fans. Like, I'm just going to say this. The Power Rangers actors and actresses tend to be, the ones that I've interacted with, less toxic than most of the What move? The helmet moved? This? The helmet moved. The helmet didn't move. It's just sitting there. It didn't move. It didn't move. And I know you promise it didn't. Oh, Lord. Anyway, and I'm baking again. I got to cut the audio mixer way down because now I'm going to really get loud now that I'm actually having a discussion. Instead of just gaming and be like, well, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to attack the enemy with my Avenger shield, and then I'm going to... No. I'm sorry I'm doing voices too. I promise I don't really do that one very much. You will not have to hear that again, hopefully. Anyway, this is kind of interesting. This is definitely somebody who looks like is a fan of the genre and has been collecting stuff for years. I'm seeing Masked Rider stuff. I'm seeing VR Trooper stuff, Big Bang Beetleborgs. Dude, I think Kamen Rider, the right series, adapted into English as a more adult series, maybe bring back some older actors, would be awesome, especially if they don't like something like the A-Team. Like, think about it like this. A-Team, but they turn into tokusatsu superheroes and beat the crap out of the bad guys. That would be bad ace. Bad ace right there. I know there's no cussing. That is ACE. ACE. Let's take a look more.
I did back in the day on the show for the Power Rangers.
Great.
For the folks like you.
Right.
And then you can talk about some of your morphs and what you did, and then we can see like what the difference is. And I can be like, oh, gee, about
we are
the
going to be here a
effects
bit.
Ooh, I'm
that you
excited
guys
about
have
them.
improved after 30 years.
Okay, great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I would think they have improved over 30 years. They also got, like they teased already, they got longer.
Let's do it.
See what we got here. Alrighty, so this is
I bet they don't have. Never mind. Yeah, there's a reason why they have the Pink Ranger power when they color, then Ranger, then power. Because you imagine if it was just pink power, black power, blue power. We're just not gonna go there. Somebody would have got upset, y'all. He's definitely got a lot of memorabilia.
Cat's morph, which she took over from Kimberly in
Right.
season 2. There's
I am a bigger fan of Cat than I am of. Let's make sure we've subscribed to this channel. Give this a like. I'm already enjoying this. Yeah, I was a bigger fan and still am a bigger fan of Cat than Kimberly. Kimberly always was kind of a B to the itch. Seemed to like, but that may just be me. Cat just seemed more normal. Way more normal. Speaking of which, I'm gonna put a Hey, you. Type in here. What you doing? All right. Do a little test with our
layers that
Okay, this is existing base.
were made. There's a layer with the energy and the Power Ranger logo, and we had that in our archives. And when I started,
So this is a guy who actually done the stuff behind the scenes. That's why he's got all this memory.
there were two other artists that started before me, so they drew this energy over the top of Kimberly Compton there.
Okay.
And back then the decision was, let's just have arms and heads, no shirts, no bodies. I don't
That's really cool.
know why.
Oh wait, I don't even know if I noticed that.
Right, and in the green screen of Kat, she obviously has a body, but then I'd have to roto that out separately to have just see there's her body.
These guys were doing it back when it was not as easy as it is now. I have no training in video effects. I have what little I have knowledge I have taught myself. A lot of it is using OBS. I can use a little bit of green screen stuff, as y'all can tell. Let me adjust that daggum camera since we're doing a again in a second. And son, hold up. Hold on. I don't got time to set that up right now, buddy. Okay, go to filters. I don't even know why I just.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame,
Okay, you can see you, and he's throwing off the background over. Well, we're gonna discuss the video, son. We're gonna discuss the video.
I'd have to separate her arms from her body and draw it frame at a time to cut that out.
Wow.
And I believe there are other morphs later on in the season when they have their full bodies.
Okay.
But the crazy part is this energy that's walking.
Let me do a little more to it.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now.
Okay, we're gonna try. I don't like the look of that, but every time I try and get and it keeps my boy from just hopping up here also, I guess. That's kind of what's throwing off. I don't like that. Let me supposed to be doing, and I'll try and quit getting distracted. How about that? No promises. No promises. This is Puddle after all. Okay. Let's get back to
Washing over Kimberly.
Right.
It's all hand-drawn energy. So one of the artists drew all that, and they just drew, like there's a ball of electricity that just
Right.
shot out of her. They drew all that by hand, and it wasn't a separate layer that I could go back into the archives and pull off, and I'm just going to...
They were real artists. They were real artists. Yeah, that's actually really killing the what? Why is my I'm feeling happy with what I've got there. Anyway, back to the land of moving pots.
replace Kimberly with Cat, right?
That
Get the
makes
names
sense.
right. And so to get that energy and have the same thing, I had to cut it out. So I'm either keying it, trying to get a separation because it's so hot. Can I separate it from the background?
Yeah, this guy definitely worked on the original Power Rangers.
And when I cut, then I just had to draw like white on top of the black to make a matte to cut it out.
Oh.
So it's actually Kimberly's energy that's on top of Cat.
Okay.
Was the final product, which just added an extra layer of complexity to getting this stuff done.
Wait, that's so
Okay.
cool. I literally didn't know that they didn't have bodies besides arms and head.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you just like think that it's behind them.
Right,
Since
right. Their
it's-
arms are
since it's
pushing
there.
through.
Yeah.
But then their heads must be in front of their body, I
Oh,
guess.
how cool.
But yeah, I don't know why that decision was made, but that was
sure.
a style. Yeah, and then married all into the pushing and
The
putting the
style.
face there. And one of the fun sort of things is like lining up the eyes with the eyes of the mask. And who knows where
Guys, I'm just gonna say this: the people who done this back in the day, like this dude, They were freaking artists. These people nowadays should be freaking ashamed of some of the crap they're doing. Like, Jar Jar Binks from 1999 looks better than most of the movies and stuff from today. What you doing? My boy wants to play some Roblox.
Her head really was.
Oh my god.
But it doesn't matter because you don't see that outer part. So we're just lining up the eyes where it needs to line up. You just see what you need to see.
I find this stuff so fascinating.
That's so cool.
In this transformation sequence, the Rangers change their costumes from a regular kind of costume to like a sparkly material costume.
Right.
Metallic armor was ridiculous. Now, if it had been reusing the movie costumes, that would have been awesome. That would have been. I like the movie costume look and the Kamen Rider look. What? The white one's the boss at that point, yeah. Because Tommy was so popular that they decided to make him the boss, and they brought him back as the White Ranger. That's the reason why. My son was asking why the White Ranger was the boss at that point. And all of Power Rangers, only season 2 and 3 is somebody besides the Red Ranger, the leader. Even when Tommy come back as the Black Ranger, he was just the mentor. He wasn't the leader of the team. That is something for the Super Sentai, where the Red Ranger is the leader. So, yeah, him being the White Ranger leader, he is one of a kind. And that's because Tommy was so popular. They had to bring him back, and they decided to make him the leader.
And it doesn't show up very well. So to enhance that transformation, there's a bunch of hand-drawn, wavy energy that's going to run down their bodies that we add. Also, there's like this highlight on them. And the highlight, we actually shot toys to put over their bodies and basically get like a highlight of what, you know, where the toy is shiny.
Right.
Put that part on their body, but the toys aren't shaped like.
They were so just like with the Zords, you see some in season 3. They use the toys as part of the visual effects. That's pretty cool. That's pretty
Actual
cool.
humans.
Right.
Like none of it lines up, right?
No.
So we'd have to cut those pieces apart and then match them to where they are in the actual Ranger. So
Wait, that's crazy.
much like this sucker being an actual toy that you could buy in the store that was used in the show, we also use toys for that sequence.
That's crazy. I mean, I get this part because obviously, but that's crazy.
And
Wow.
that would be a hand-drawn, wavy energy. We drop frame at a time.
So when you say hand-drawn, okay, sorry, hand-drawn or like on a tablet? 'Cause,
Gotcha,
like,
on a computer.
sorry.
So right, it would be
Then there was, like,
great
not- right?
question.
They didn't have tablets back then. They might have had some sort of drawing. They had to have some sort of drawing tablet, but it's not like the Wacom's and stuff we got nowadays. These guys were artists.
It's a
Okay.
good question of what the difference is. Because sometimes we would do selling.
And I want to apologize for taking so long to readjust the camera. That's something I should have done off screen. But I got to thinking about it with me not actually gaming, that we could have a better look of the camera. So it's like, hey, let's go ahead and get that.
Animation where we're actually drawing on a piece of paper.
Right.
And then we would record that. But for this, when I'm saying hand-drawn, a lot of this is done hand-drawn in a computer. So there is a tablet that I'm using, and I'm
Sick.
drawing on the tablet and be looking at a screen at the same time. So what I'm drawing appears on the screen.
The tablet's not like a screen though, right? Like it almost is just like a surface, and it like it transfers to it, right?
that's
Okay,
exactly
I've seen
right.
this.
Yep.
I've seen this.
Yeah.
And you have like the little like an Apple Pencil for an iPad now, but it's for the specific
Right,
type.
specifically for the
Right,
idea,
okay.
a Wacom tablet is what it was called, or Wacom. I don't know how.
What? Put it up. You gonna put it in your piggy bank? Okay. My son found some money. He's gonna go put it in the piggy bank. Also,
Oh,
What's
and
the name?
I'll follow you here in a little bit. Let me finish this up, okay, buddy?
And I'm old, so I like a big tablet. Nowadays, some artists have super teeny tiny tablets.
Right.
I wish I had a bigger tablet. My hands are... I've got big bear paws. Tiny tablets and tiny drawing things do not work with these things. They are made for destruction and building stuff. and destroying things while building it.
And I feel like I can't really get detail if I'm drawing something that's eventually going to be on a movie screen or a TV screen.
When it's
I
so
want a
small,
big screen.
right?
Yeah.
I feel like I would be the same way.
Yeah. And then this would be the full Xeomorph. This is a combination of Japanese and American footage.
Okay.
Feel like when I look at that energy right there, see how there's like a black edge around it? I feel like we were stealing it from the Japanese footage. And so that's why there's a black edge that we didn't quite clean up. It's not something that we drew. We put this pink energy because she's pink.
Right.
And then all of that is hand-drawn energy. All that electricity would have been drawn one frame at a time, using that rat I was telling you about.
Okay.
Click, 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 to see what we're doing. And
They had a lot of work to do stuff back in the day. Why is... I think you check something. Okay, I don't know why. Maybe while I'm back and forth, wiped out the messages. That's weird.
make sure our animation is flowing properly. And then because her character has a circle shape, you know, everything is going to be an oval to match her shape. I don't know in your seasons if you guys had shapes or it was just animals or triangles or whatnot.
We just had animals, I think.
Okay. So yeah, in Zeo, they just, each character was represented by a different shape on their helmet.
Yep.
So she's the
yeah,
only
we were
one that has the
dinosaurs.
oval. Okay, yeah.
We were dinosaurs, yeah.
And then this green grid would be the Japanese footage on top of Cat, which is on top of, I believe, a Japanese footage background.
Layers
So
on
we just
layers
mix
on
together whatever we
layers.
can to make stuff work.
That's insane.
And this would probably be a full-on Japanese shot. We cut to full-on
Right,
Japanese because you don't see her at all, right? So you don't need it.
Easy peasy.
And there you got to see her, and her hair is going to magically disappear as the energy goes.
That is crazy how many layers there are to that. But I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, and with visual effects, everything is layers. I always think of it as layers of pieces of paper that we build up on top of each other.
Yeah.
And now with what we're able to do, we can take those layers and we can stretch them and warp them. So I tend to think of it as taffy instead, because we can take a layer and change.
makes
We can
sense.
change the angle of it. It's in the 3D space. Even if you're doing like two-dimensional compositing, it still can exist in 3D space. So
Wait, how long have you been doing this? Obviously.
since before you were born.
Well, yeah, because this was before that.
Yeah. But yeah, right around, this was the first project as a visual effects artist I was hired for was Power Rangers.
Good for you.
Thanks very much. That's cool. Yeah.
It's very cool. It's morphin' time!
And now for something completely different.
Me!
All right. Now it's your turn to talk. I'm going to sit and listen. You chat it up.
Okay, so I have a cheerleading background, and the entire season I kept telling our EP, I was like, dude, I have to do a flip in some sort. Like, I have to. And I also went to our second unit director, so for stunts, and I was like, look, if I have anything on wires, please let me do it and not my stunt double. Like, pretty please. Like, I don't care what it takes.
So
like,
cool.
I want to do it so bad.
There's a lot of actresses that are very spoiled. I'm gonna say this: the fact she's actually want to do stunts and stuff, or props too. That, you know, I'm just gonna say this: Hollywood doesn't know how to write for actresses anymore. Whether that was the writing or the actress herself, I'm not sure. But when I watched Cosmic Fury, it was actually she actually felt like a girl. My girl boss out of Wokey or whatever crap, she actually felt like a human being. Hollywood, if your characters don't feel like human beings, we don't care.
Bad. And finally, the day comes towards the end of production. So actually, main unit, like principal photography, wrapped. And I filmed this 2 days after, the day after.
That was like I think like the very end of Dino Fury before it became Cosmic Fury.
And then 2 days after that too. But
Were you the only one there then for shooting?
everybody else principal wrapped. I was the only one that was still working, and it was kind of cool. I love second unit. Everybody's amazing, but I was so excited to do this, and they took me to a green screen, put me in my clothes. They were all like bigger because I had to have a harness under them. You know, they had to cut them and all that stuff, and so I did this. I don't know, maybe like 8 times or something just to get different options, and I don't know, sometimes I didn't land it properly and whatnot. And
How much time did you practice beforehand? Did you
on the day
could do a flip? So on the
day, yeah.
they put you in the wires.
We didn't do much rehearsals for most of our fights and city fights and whatnot. Usually the morning of is when we learned a lot of things. So yeah, I mean, they gave me a couple without filming, and like they were like, let's try this, let's do this. Obviously there was mats down first and all that stuff to make sure I was good.
So yeah, they gotta actually have people who can actually do a little bit of something then. Because if you gotta get a choreographer in there and train people and they don't know what they're doing, there's not enough time to do that then. What's wrong, buddy? You're not falling. You're on the floor. Gilly. My buddy. My son. Oh.
And then my double went in the suit to do it, but her flip was actually prettier than mine.
Oh, me.
So like if you see my legs are one of my legs like bent.
Oh.
And then I pull it forward. She just like couldn't mimic that. Like she couldn't get her leg bent because her legs were so pretty and straight. So what they
But that's
decided,
like more dynamic.
for sure, it's like more me. It's
cooler.
like it doesn't make it like seem like as like fake or whatever. So what they ended up doing was they put me in a suit, and they're like, "You're just gonna have to do it because obviously she can't get it." Which honestly, my stunt double was amazing. I love her, and she literally just like did a lot better job than I did, and that's what it was. She couldn't make it as sloppy as I could.
In the shot,
Thank
though.
you.
It was
Yeah.
very dramatic.
And then I think I kid you not, it was either the first or the second one in my suit. It's like the one where it matches, and so we would watch back every take to see if, like at the very top where my legs were like this, if I could get that again with the suit.
Right.
And it was the first or the second take, and they were like, "Hunter, come look at how spot on." They unhooked me from the wires and everything, and we were done.
And how did you feel like I nailed it that second time, or did you not know? Was it just like, gosh, I hope this is right?
Well, I mean, I landed it, and I didn't like stumble or anything, so I don't know. It's just like as long as it looks good on the screen, that's all that really
So
matters.
as you doing it, you're just replicating your own action naturally.
Yeah.
This is kind of interesting. It's like I said, it's the visual effects of how they done this stuff. And this is a guy who worked on Power Rangers. And I'm gonna be like I said, even at their darkest moments, I think they're currently better than Star Wars. I don't know what they've done there. I can't believe I have apathy towards it. I just don't.
I also have a video of our second unit director. He was like looking at it, and he was like trying to show me, and he was just like, "Look how perfect that matches," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's literally perfect." Because I was in shock that I like literally matched it.
cool.
That's amazing. So I don't know who did the effects, but I know that the effects artist would have been super excited to see, oh my gosh, look, she matched up in these two plates, because half the time we're cutting apart, we're making new arms, we're making new legs, we're reanimating pieces to make them match. So if you line...
I gotta say this. The Shogun Megazord was one of the best Megazords ever. And I'm loving seeing it in the background.
up, whoever was doing that shot was probably like, oh man, she nailed it.
Yeah, I everything about it was just like perfect because so when we flash morph or when you like morph, as soon as it comes out of the like VFX, it's helmet and suit. Like you never see like the suit and then the helmet. So like if you go to the clip, you can see at the end of it, the helmet goes on because since it was me in my suit helmetless finishing it because suit actors don't put the helmets on.
Really?
No, they don't want us in the helmets. So,
Really?
yeah,
You won't. Yo, give me just a minute. I'll be right back.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose.
And I'm back. From outer space. I just didn't see that sad look upon your face. Should I change that stupid look? Sing. Alright, we'll go with that. Yeah, they're covering how the effects started, and this is the first time I'm seeing it. I don't know if there's anything else more interesting after this. I honestly could not tell you. I have not seen this yet. I am live reacting with y'all.
I actually don't really know the reason why.
Whoa.
I probably do. They probably told me, and I just don't remember it.
I would suspect probably some sort of regulations and stuff and insurance if they start letting them in the suits. One thing I think a lot of it has to do with regulations to protect the stunt doubles. Go potty, buddy. Boy.
But at the end, it like
without trying to, there are certain jobs that you have regulations about who can do this and who can do that, and a lot of it has to do with job protections. A lot of it has to do with like insurance and liability. So I could see it be any one of those kind of situations. Just to be honest, I'm gonna turn that back down. So I've got like this this weird webcam mount that it like articulates in all kind of different directions. It lets me put it where I want it to, as close to as I can, man. But it means I gotta like unloosen it and tighten it, and do a lot of twisting and turning and all that with it. So anytime you see me tweaking it, things are gonna move a lot till I'm done. Yeah.
goes on my head, and that's just because I didn't have the helmet on doing the last part of it in my suit. And I think that's like the only time. Yeah, see, there's my big tail. So I think that's like the only time you ever see like a morph where a ranger just for a couple seconds doesn't have her helmet.
And that's always special when there's something slightly different about the usual.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like they didn't even have to do that much effects. So
I think there has been some. You know what? That is one of the first morphs. She may be right that actual morph outside the sequence that they didn't take the helmet off and is before the helmet goes on. That she may be right. She very well.
Right.
Like
yeah,
usually it's like a big flash.
Right. Yep. The flash is hiding all the errors.
Right.
And look at you, no errors, no giant flash. Way to go. And I would think if I were watching this, I would be thinking like, oh, wow, that's really her because I still see her hair. And it's not all happening at the same time. And that's totally way more fun.
I was like,
Yeah,
we
you
ended up
should've.
finishing quicker than I thought. Like, I think we wrapped before lunch, and I was like, you don't want me to do anything else on the wires. Like,
As
you
long
just
as
don't
we
need
got
any,
it.
like, stock footage of me
Just in
doing
case.
anything.
So when people see this sort of thing, I think they usually think, oh man, that's got to be so much fun. Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
If I
That's
could,
even better.
if I could do any kind of job where I get to do my own stunts or go on wires or anything, I'll be so happy.
And I love that there's a, in the green screen shot, there's a guy wearing all green.
I'm glad that you saw.
I'm gonna put my own bias out there, but from what I've seen of her, if she continues to be how she has in the past, I think she'd be a good actress to do something like Stargate. Like, she reminds me of like how Lucy Lawless used to be back in the day, or some other actresses and all that. They do the role and they could act and they could do the job and they can pull it off, and they actually, you can believe them, they actually be girls that just can actually do the job as well. They weren't girl bosses and all this fake shit. A lot of people just can't act nowadays. They just up there because they're pretty, or they're doing things that we will not discuss with producers and other people in the back. And yeah, got too much of that out there these days.
Saw that.
It just cracks me up.
Yeah.
I think it's the funniest thing. It's been a long time since I've ever seen any of this.
I'm gonna finish this up, buddy. We've been going for about an hour on a 16-minute video. And a good bit of it has probably been me tweaking my webcam just for this kind of videos.
Because, you know, I was just working on it. I wasn't watching it growing up. But I see that you're red.
Not gonna compliment my promotion?
And red seemed to be significant in the Power Ranger world. Why is that?
There's been two other female Red Rangers for like.
The first was a bad guy. The other was like the big story reveal, and both of them were temporary. One temporarily replaced the Red Ranger until they realized it was her brother, until they realized, even though she had to do X, Y, and Z, that the brother was still needed to actually lead the team. And the other one was literally a bad ranger leading a bad team. And that would be the one on the right here.
Like just a couple episodes. This year we lose our Red Ranger in Dino Fury. So when we come to,
he literally sacrifices himself and dies and becomes back as basically an Ascended Ranger. Close to a Morphin Master, which is sort of like, just think of Stargate's the Ascended beings, and they basically send him back to help out and give him a new Ranger form. It's kind of beige. I think they called him the Zenith Ranger or something like that. So they needed a new Red Ranger, and she kind of, as far as story-wise, she basically got in the dirt and kind of, you know, they just pushed and helped her team out during a lot of hard times at the beginning of the series until they got their new powers. This is basically the story bit for it.
Cosmic Fury, and we get our new suits and our new powers and whatnot. The mighty Morphin Grid decided that I had what it would take to be leader, the new leader.
Clearly.
Of our thing. So yeah, I'm the first female Red full.
I like also what they done with the Black Ranger this season. Like, they had a lot of dark stories to it. Because, like, the Black Ranger in, like, I think the first episode loses his arm to help them out, and they replace it with a prosthetic, and it actually shows up in the suit and it looked pretty badass. Trying.
Full season Ranger.
That is
Leader
super
of the
cool.
team.
That's awesome. And I can't believe you're sitting here with us.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, this is so exciting to do.
Was it like emotional?
It's not like the heifer from Acolyte who's like, I'm gonna attack the fans because I'm like so important in things, and
everyone's oppressing me, even though I'm a little rich girl who's been so spent all my life and I think I attack the fans. They don't like my show.
We don't like your show because it's crap. And buddy, what are you doing? What are you doing? That son loves his daddy. You silly. Let's finish this up.
On set when you did it the first time as the Red Ranger?
Actually, okay, so the whole scene where we get our new suits and I'm like, wait, I'm like dark pink. Let me just take my visor off. And I'm like, ha, just kidding, I'm red. It wasn't supposed to be filmed on the day that it was filmed, but we had an extra hour. And Rangers, we don't waste time. They'll always give us a new scene to film if we can. So they were like, we're going to do that. We're just going to do your angle, and the next hour we're going to get in your suit.
I think they do a better job of filming stuff doing it that way than what they're doing nowadays. $180 million for Acolyte. I honestly think that they need to do criminal investigations into what kind of money laundering operation they got going over there at Disney, because I do not see $180 million was invested in there. Not without money laundering.
Suits are going to get you everyone's hair situated, and then we're only going to have time. If we can do another angle or whatever, we'll just get yours for now. And I'm like, well, I've just been working for like 12 hours, and you're rushing me to do like the most monumental scene of my character for 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And we did it in one take.
And yeah, they built this whole story up over 3 seasons. That's the first time since Mighty Morphin that they've done that. And I would definitely say it's one of the better seasons. A lot of people complained about the suits, didn't like them, thought they were too bland, thought they were this, thought they were that. I didn't mind the suits. I thought they were good, especially for a start. But, the suits, they need to look good. But it's like this, one of the best seasons out there, RPM, has some of the most childish, googly-eyed looking stuff in the world. RPM, look that up. And it's like a Terminator for Power Rangers.
And I was like, well, wait, don't do that. Can I see that? So we got in, and we did another one, and he yells cut, and he goes, do you want another one? And I said, just one more, just one more.
Well,
and I did it.
They really listened to you.
Right, they did, and I did it.
Even just one.
Right, I got to do 3, right, and I did it, and later the next block, the AD came up to me and was like, you were right to ask for it. We went with the last take.
Awesome.
So
so you're vindicated there too.
Sometimes the people doing it know when they need to get something right. And to be honest, you need practice to get better at stuff.
Yeah.
Speak up for yourself.
That's incredible. That's great. That's very, very cool. Yeah, especially in a process like that where it's all about the speed. That is incredible. And that is a heck of a morph. Our morphs they were layered, but man, you guys have way more layers and way more cuts. So it definitely expanded.
I know. I think I just it went over my head and I completely forgot. But like when we had David Yost, Billy Crystal in our third season.
Yeah, they had David Yost come back for the last season. They've done a pretty good job. I would love to see them bring back old actors like David Yost, Johnny Young Bosch, and all them, and do a more adult sci-fi like series using the premise. Right now, they have way more respect and care for this franchise that they got paid way less for. And many of the actors out there who have done things like even Star Wars. I feel sad. Very, very sad to see. Too many sellouts out there, yo.
Season, he would do more. We would do our whole thing, and then at the end he'd be.
And they didn't make that much. Like they get rid of the original red, yellow, and black Rangers because they were doing some hard negotiating tactics, trying to get paid more, when they were getting ready to do Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie back in '95. They released in '95 anyway. And yeah, so it's kind of sad how a lot of these actors got treated. A few of them went on to do other stuff. Some haven't done a lot. I think Hunter here could actually do some stuff besides just Rangers. She seems to be a pretty good actress and has a good head on her shoulders. She's not. I haven't seen her attack any fans. She seems to really love what she does. A lot of actors and actresses these days they're definitely in it for the money. No, everybody's in doing work for the money. Let's just get that right. And you ought to be. But you gotta love what you do too. And watching this video, I would definitely say the actress definitely enjoyed what she done here.
Just like, dang. What I would do, because in the
Simpler
beginning we had
days.
such a hard time with our morphers and the whole, it just took forever to do morphs.
That was incredible. That was super cool. It was great to hang out with you today. Love doing this. Love seeing the before and after. Totally fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for spending the time. Now, if I can find my phone and you can give me that swiping thing, we'll be all set.
Oh my gosh, let's find it.
All right. Thanks for joining Behind the Power today. We'll see you guys later.
That was really cool. Definitely go like and subscribe to Behind the Power VFX. 529 subscribers. We're going to put a share out to X right now. See if they got any more videos while we're putting that up to X. Okay, give me just a minute, buddy. Duck and Darth Vader mask, because that's Duck Vader. Vader. It's a guy on X. He's cool. He's cool. Duck Vader's cool. You prefer regular Vader? You don't like Darth Vader as a duck? You don't know him? Well, I know him a little bit from interactions on X, the app formerly known as Twitter. And I'm gonna post that. And Bud, quit messing with my chair. Here. Let's see what else this dude's got up here. A lot of shorts I'm seeing.
Hi, I'm Richard. Of course I'm going to be a Ranger stop this summer. June, something else, and somewhere else where they're... Hi, I'm Richard. Of course I'm going to be a Ranger stop.
Wait, whoa. Let's check this out.
Ankylosaurus, Pink Ranger power. Ankylosaurus, Red Ranger.
Hold up, I clicked off it too.
Ankylosaurus, Pink Ranger power. Ankylosaurus, Red Ranger power.
Master Morpher. But Bud. This.
As one, and then once.
Okay, that's just this. Okay, I got you. That was just too much cringe. I'm sorry. I had to cut off that.
Get up. Taking the chair.
Quit attacking Daddy. you trying to do? Pull my chin off? There is no mask on. I'm not getting into that. Oh Lord. But yeah, that was hey, quit messing with that. About to mess with the darn controls, the stream. No. 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 Y'all, we're gonna go ahead and end this stream. He's gonna end it anyway, apparently. Wait, what? Watch the screen. What happens when I hit the button?
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't